Hi, Reza. How are you?
Hi, Soonja. I'm doing great. How about you?
Okay, thanks. It's a beautiful day, but it's kind of nippy. So bundle up, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, tell me what has been your experiences since the session.
Yes, after the session, I never had a hypnotism in my life. That was the first time. And I heard the videos you have, I watched them and they offer their videos. But for 2 days, I know from bottom of my heart, everything is talk to me. It's absolutely pure and true. But somehow it's some new experience. It's hard to believe it. It's like something you expose. But then when you listen to the records, whatever you have as a voice records, slowly you feel it. It's setting in your body and your mind, and you see, no, everything was true. It wasn't dreams, and that's something maybe we can hear it all the times, because some of the times when I talk with the higher soul, I feel I'm like a kid, sit behind it, and like my adults, my parents or somebody above me talking, and I can see, the everything coming to me. It's somehow I know it in my mind from before, but I didn't believe it, or maybe I didn't listen it carefully. But I know some information was there, but I need to pay attention or maybe open myself to see all that. But that was amazing. It's somehow the new horizon get open for me in the life.
Wow, what a beautiful description. Thank you so much. You've had
You're
a
welcome.
beautiful experience.
Yes,
And,
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And when you go through the healing, you had lots of healings done, right?
Yes, absolutely. Because I know was the way. It's like you was there beside me, that purple like a jelly stuff holding me there. And that was my question, why I'm not able to go to my past life. But in the same time, when we start the healing, I feel that calling of the lights coming to my stomach, and it's around it, and it started slowly get into and feel my body, and at the end filled up my hands, and I feel my body get somehow weight on it. It's because it was lighter, but when everything is done, I thought it's like you feel the jog and it's full of the energy. And that was amazing. I can tell you until end of that night, I feel the area, that column of the energy or lights came in my stomach, all that area was warmer. I feel it's really warmer, and I thought maybe I have a fever. I checked my temperature with the, thermometers, and I said, no, I'm 36.5. But in the same time, I feel I'm heated, and that was really great. And every time, it's a couple of times I listened this, whatever conversation was over there, and every times I listen it, I can see a little bit I missed maybe, or I didn't understand. Now I find another spots. You know what? Okay, now I know what that means. Now I know what this is, and it's get a little bit open and more information coming to me. And I started slowly, according to the advice they gave me. Yes, I never done the meditation proper way in my life, but the meditation now I started still slowly as a baby steps, but it's good. It's good.
Beautiful. You are doing so well. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
When you meet other people, what is your feeling toward other people since the session?
I can tell you, because sometimes before, when it's a couple of months, I somehow I get into this field and I feel it from in my dreams. But when after the session, I feel all the somehow you want to help everybody. Somehow, whatever I had in my mind, and I used to doing it, because sometimes you get tired from you want to do good for everybody, but sometimes they feel it and it's go wrong way, and they don't see actually the way you want to help. They don't see it's coming from the hearts. But now I see, you know what? No reason what the people think. even if they don't, want to admit it, or even I don't need to let somebody admit it, I'm here to help as much as I can. And I look at the people's, everybody as we are from same roots, no matter what, we are from same family. And that's keep me more calm. If somebody drives bad, I don't get mad, or, whatever consequences coming after over there, it's make my life way more calm. And I feel really lighter, because I used to be a little bit fast track guy to catch everything, but now I'm on a slow motion pace and I feel really calm and good.
Wow, wonderful, Reza. So when you see other people, you feel like you want to help them. So from your perspective, what are you offering them for help?
The thing is, when I talk with my higher soul and when we listen to the voice, one of them was because maybe 3 weeks before I coming to the session, because I used to watch some videos from you and different peoples in this field. And one night I slept, in the morning, I woke up and I feel, because I know we have a consultant up there, I say, you know what? I feel I couldn't remember anything, but I feel I need to do something about my life and I should find a path to change it and somehow optimize it. But it's like I feel it. I was in a consultant with the different peoples, and conclusion and the result is I need to do something. And that's the reason I start to catch up. I say, you know what? Okay, it's what the best is. I'm in construction field. You know what? It's a long. I'm in this about 10 years in this field now. And okay, let's get some plumbing license beside this. And the other things, the idea came to my brain is like, you know what? Everybody building the house. And I used to have a partner and we used to build a house. But after that, the life changed the way. Everybody go to their different ways. But I thought I never gonna back to that field. But somehow this idea came to my mind. And one morning I woke up, you know what? It's better I back to start building the house. And the way I want to build the house, it should be the way everybody can afford it nowadays. Because construction field is one of the big field in Canada. But now we see around us, the biggest issue we have, the house prices jump very high. And when you look at it, even when you have a decent money and salary or the hourly rate, still you couldn't afford to buy a house because it's somehow very high. But this idea came to me the way, you know what, the simple house, very, simple, nice, safe and sound. But because the nowadays life, I can explain it this way, is from the morning, father, mother, or even if the family be only two mans, wife and a husband, or even the single guys, we start working in the evening, we back home. We don't need like a mention. Most of us, I can say some people, yes, they're a bigger family, or they have more money in their life, they can afford the mention. But most of the people, majority of the people, they couldn't afford this type of mentions. But if be something economy, it's going to help them all. And when I was in this conversation with my higher soul and I heard it, you know what, they're telling me, hey, you are in the right path. And whatever they brought in my brain during the dreams or whatever I feel is like a consultant, it wasn't only a dream because I slept, I saw the dreams, but I have to listen to that. It's making me more stronger, because somehow I heard I need to be prepared. And I had this one in my heart too. I need to be prepared to start something new, to help more peoples, because I can see most of the peoples coming in Canada, they are immigrants like me. And the most expensive expense they want to have in this life to buy and afford the house. If I can do that, that's amazing, because I had the experience from before. And for technical part, it's not a big problem. But for the paperwork part, it's because when in Canada, especially Ontario, when you want to build a house, you need to have a type of the insurance or the regulation. You should be under that. They call it Terion. And my company need that one. again, because we used to have that one when we used to build. Or I need to find some investor to coming and invest the money to start to get this project going and somehow add the logs on the fire. And I feel I said before I'm meeting you and I go to talking with my higher soul, I thought it's mostly like a dream because we see a lot of dreams, but I believe it now, the dreams coming for some reason. Because for the background, when I come, we say some dreams it's not right, some dreams is right. But I think every dream has a reason and has a meaning, but it depends on how you understand it and how you get these dreams. It's want to come true, and that's a lesson coming to you. And I feel it's going to be happen, and it's going to happen very soon because I need to be prepared. It's going to take a couple of months. It's going to be under the year for sure. I do all the paperwork, make myself, the company, and everything ready. Then I can start to bring the peoples and we work as I have a small efficient team, but I need to expand it a little bit to be able to start to make these streams true. And I believe a lot of people is going to get benefit of that if that's happened. Maybe that's a reason because when even you was with me, when we talked with me higher soul, the reason I came to this life, it's to follow my hearts and help the peoples. And I think that's the answer usually a lot of people's getting from when they talk with their higher soul. We are here to help each others. Maybe the life sometimes get tough. We forget this stuff or the different like a toys coming to our minds and we go and distract from the main route. But we are human. We are here to enjoy. We love each others. No matter we are a male, female, which, white, black, yellow, red, doesn't matter. We are human. Inside is the same. The root is the same. And doesn't matter which religion I practice as a Muslim, Christian, Jewish, or whatever. It's a way. The main parts, we are human and we are from same mother soul. And I believe it strongly now. I said I had it in my mind, but wasn't something sit in my heart and I say, you know what, it's 100% right. But now I see, no, it's 100% right. And thank you for the time you put for me. And, somehow you opened the door for me.
Thank you to allow all these things to happen. And it's a small house is very interesting project, I understand. And what kind of price range would it be?
I think it's depend on the area we're gonna work because usually when you're talking about the GTA, the land and everything is expensive and not much land we're gonna find. But nowadays, when we look at the view for the future, everything start to pushing to the north. We can find a cheaper land, and when we can have a minimum 2 above house, because I know when you start, you have to start from the smaller project. But if the house can be, my ideal is the house with the land, whatever you buy, they are staying around the 500, 500,000 max. When you divide it, it's going to be something everybody can afford that. Or even when you go to the larger project and you buy some lands, that's when you divide it, it's a bigger land divided to the smaller pieces, the house going to go more lower because when you buy a couple of items, when you buy it in a bulk size, in a bigger size, the price want to go very lower. When the trades come and do work for you, when they know, okay, it's a 6-7 house going to go together, they're going to give you a better price. And when you knock that part down, not be a much greedy, because I believe it's coming as a package. When you go to this and you want to do it, the package coming, the money coming for the company and the teams we have, and we're going to work together. In the same time, the other people is going to get the benefit. And I believe it this way, even when they go in a house and when they look at the walls, maybe that's a tiny house, not a huge, but has a 1-2 bedrooms with the kitchen, with the living room, and with the garage. When they look at it and they enjoy it, somehow everybody work to this be happen. They're going to be happy and they're going to get the benefit. Not money-wise, they're going to get the benefit from even the people thoughts. They say, you know what? Thanks God, this house is cheap and I can afford it.
Wow, wonderful. I'm wondering nowadays everybody is sort of gearing for environmentally friendly building. So I was thinking perhaps maybe a solar energy panel could be applied, and then
Yes.
being small unit like one or two or three people living, perhaps maybe they can cultivate the vegetables at the backyard. I wonder if those kind of ideas can be implemented.
Yes, absolutely. That's going to be implemented. When you buy the house, I can see people go rent a chunk of the lands and they implant different plants in that one during spring and the summertime here. But these people can have a like a shared garden, everybody together. They can do something over there. And if I want to say my ideal project is to have a village, not the village like older village parts, the village, everybody coming in it. You know what? Okay, we have a carpenter living in this village. We have a plumber living. We have an electrician. We have this. It means everybody that a small community, when they live together, everybody can help each others and they can feed each others. Because I know the way we go, everything is start changing and we go to the city life. We go to the more machinery, more computer, and we get distance from the actual meaning of the life. Because I used to live in a county, and I remember that life when I came Canada. That was a quiet life. What I'm saying, we shouldn't get distracted for the, yes, the money is important nowadays. We need to make enough to live, but in the same time, we need to enjoy this life and we need to love each other. But I'm pushing and I wish everybody, all the spirits and whoever is gonna be on my way, they help me and I help them. We can get this one happen and we make more people's happy because I can see a lot of people's has a the parents they have to work a lot sometimes. They couldn't see the kids. They couldn't enjoy the generation they bring in this life. And actually they have to put the heart, soul, and education to these kids. But first of all, when we think about the money wise and they have to feed these kids, it's going to be a little bit scary. And the most important parts get big chunk of the salary from everybody is a rent. You own the house, you pay a mortgage, or you don't have it, you should pay rent. It means big chunk of the money going to go to the house. But when you can knock this most expensive part and make it more reasonable, then by that time the people have more time to breathe. Because I came Canada 2010 as an immigrant, and I remember that was a hard life because you're coming to new cultures, new environments, everything is new, and you're coming here to put a lot of energy down to build a family and put your roots down. But we have a lot of challenges. And I see the biggest challenges you couldn't enjoy the life much because it's money wise and you have to make this money. And when you want to make your money, when you look at it, if I even personally mean, when I look at my salary, I have to put big chunk for the rent or the mortgage or something is belong to the place I'm living. But if that's be something reasonable, that's amazing. The people can do that. And that's around the GTA. But when we go to the smaller city or a little bit farther, the price can go very lower. You can bring the price down to the, because the area I used to live a couple of years ago, average price for the house, that was a Queen West. It was about 240. I know the price jump up, but still you can keep it lower than that because when you build in it, and as a builder, when you keep the good quality, because when we coming to this part, I see a lot of competition out there and people try to save on each part. But when you make it very small economy house as like a, I call it, it's a box house, but the box house doesn't mean cheap house. Box house means very economy and a small, but has everything in it. When we look at it, the peoples go to the Japan, you know, some peoples, they have a very small, like a capsule, they go in it and they sleep in the nighttime and in the morning they go to the works. I don't talk about that much small, but the population growing and we have to be prepared for the future. To me, whatever I gain now these days, It's something I'm good in construction. I don't say I'm the best, but I do my best for serve the peoples and whoever coming as my customer and my clients. And I keep my advice to them as a completely something they can trust it. It's not because I want to make money. We want to, talk the way to the peoples to push them to the way to give us more money. No, no, no. I love it. Both sides win. I like a fair play, and that's something I wish it's happening, and I'm pushing for it. And I know they're gonna put the peoples I need on my way. Maybe next couple of years we have another interview, and then I say, Soonja, you know what? Whatever I told you that day, it's happened. And this is a team, this is a team, and I can put some of the videos because the company I have now, it's a small, efficient company. I couldn't grow it much because if I grow it fast, I have to add to my prices. But in the same time, when I can get all these paperwork under the 1 year done, and I'm able to go forward, and I believe that I will find somebody want to invest and start to building with us. But with this new version, to be ready for the next generation, because I have 3 kids, and the people has the kids, and we are here to help our next generation. We're gonna help us, plus we help the next generation. And I want they enjoy the life more than the way I enjoy. Because in 42, I just find out, you know what, life is not whatever I done before, and it's more smoother, more calm, and I can enjoy everybody. And sometimes when you see the change on yourself, it's became strange. You say, you know what, even I didn't notice it, I changed that much, and I became very super calm guy. But I know when you open yourself and you believe it, everything gonna come to you. But I believe it in the same time too, the time and the appropriate time and somehow destination should be added on this too. It's like I have a small kids, you have to grow somehow to understand a lot of stuff. But when the time you just realize the life is a difference, you will realize you don't know much about it. It's still a way is ahead of you, and you have to go. But I know the main rule to keep you on the track is you love everybody. Unconditional love to the human being, no matter of the race, no matter of the color, no matter of the language. We have to love each others. And it sit on my heart now. It's somehow, it's registered. Somehow I believe it when I was under the hypnotized. When they coming to me and I feel it, I start somehow crying and my tears coming out. I feel I'm like a kid. And even now I feel it that way. It's like a kid, stay away. And now they told me, you know what? Because you kept a little bit hope in your hearts, now it's a time we came to take your hands and take you. And that was an amazing feeling. Even now when I talk about it, I feel I get a goosebump and I feel, my tears start when running. But I know we have to love each other. It's hard. The life, the way it's go, we see a lot of tragedy nowadays. We see a lot of disrespect. We see a lot of negativity. But you know what? We need, if we be good, we can change slowly, slowly everything to the positive parts. And I hope I can be a little bit, I'm nobody, but I can be a little bit of nobody to help the whole system.
What a wonderful dream you have. You want to build a village, like a movie says, you build it and the people come, right? And
That's
also,
right.
as an individual, not as an investor, put out a huge money on it. As an individual, whoever wants to own a small house that you are building, what do you suggest them to go to with it?
The peoples who were once, if they want to buy the house,
Yeah, where can they contact you? Like, say, for example, some individual wants to buy a house, they liked your idea, and they like to buy one house that you are building. And
yes, in the same time,
contact you.
I have a website and I have my cell phone numbers, because the plan I have to be a builders, because if the peoples want to build a house, and that's a house like a dream house, or they want to live in it, it's no problem. Me and my company, we can help them for sure, no problem. And we put the honest advice for them, and we go to the wish list according to the budget. But in the same time, whatever I have in my mind, it's something gonna to be a builders and start to build and make it like a factory and build and produce more houses during the years for more peoples. It's going to happen. It's under the year, I believe, because we have some paperwork we have to done. But in the same time, whoever wants to build as a homeowner or investor in a smaller in a smaller portion, for example, they have a land, they want to build one house for themselves and one house for their kids, or whoever is beloved to them, they can do that. Or even if they want to build one house, we can help them, because I know uh, the the good advice is very important when you want to build your house, to see what's the option in front of your face. I'm saying, as the contractor and construction company, and one part of the company I have, it's when you advise the peoples, you have to advise them honest. And when they see your honesty and the knowledge coming beside that, they can choose the way they want to go. But no matter what, whatever they choose, in the same time, the profit gonna come from that for you too. It means doesn't matter whatever they pick, you gotta help them to make it, and you want to get reward as your, the wage or whatever they're gonna pay you, and you will charge them. But the most important part is the people's be happy with it. But in the same time, if somebody want to contact us, my cell phone and my website is there. But I'm saying in this point, the company is the way it can handle the smaller portion of the jobs, because of I need my quality is very important. When I started this business 10 years ago in the Canada, the elderly guys told me something, Moose, because my nickname is Moose in this business. And I call it all the time, you know what, I'm a friendly moose. No reason to scare the moose. But he said, the good news, they walking. But the bad news, they flying. And he's right. And my reputation and also the quality is very important for me, to everybody be happy. And thanks God, until today, whatever customer we had and whoever came as a client now became like a family. Every year, every events, we talk, hey, happy new year. It depends on if they practice the religion or something. We're gonna talk about it. And somehow it's a friendly communication, and the chain stay over there. It wasn't like a work and the job and the duty done and okay, you guys go, I go to my way. There's still the connection left. And I know when you're coming to the new cultures, I thought language is very important. Yes, it's important, but more than that is you connect your hearts to the people's heart. But we can help them in the meantime until I be prepared and be 100% ready to take the next steps. But in this point, whoever wants, we can help them to provide in the progress for get the blueprint, design, permit, and whatever they want. And we can put the advice down, we hear them what they want, and be coming to the best conclusion and best action plan for them to start to building. But and hopefully in the next year, we can go to the next stage and we can announce it, you know what, now we start to build as a builders.
Wonderful, Reza. Thanks for all the information. And whoever people listen at this YouTubes, and then I will put down your website and contact information in the description, and they can
thank you
with you. Okay, so now coming back to the QHHT session experience, what else would you like to share your experience after the session? Anything else that
I can say something else after the session. For myself, one of the advice was I like to be one of the practitioner and help in this field. And after we done, I became 100% sure, you know what, the higher soul, even they told me I can start to helping the peoples another way, same as the ones I want to help in the like construction or the field. I have specialty in it. In the same time, I can help them on the spiritual parts too. And I believe it, the life has started to changing because when we watch all these videos, this the QHHT can help you a lot, and especially when you feel it, because I saw the peoples and I heard about the Reiki. I never had the experience to expose and get attached to these powers coming down, but I feel it is really amazing. And I hope the people are be everybody be healthy and happy, but even they can get a lot of help from these fields and they can cure a lot of diseases, I believe, because the most of it is from our mind. And when you're coming to this session, you see a lot of stuff. And that's a funny part, maybe on my field, I don't see a lot. I feel them. It's like somebody talked with inside me, and sometimes I imagine it. And something special happened to me the day I came to visit you before the session, because we have an asthma in our generation, and it's not bad on me like much, but sometimes when I, because my nature of the job is a construction, you know, the dust and everything, I start choking, and it's I go to the like allergy period, and I have to take a pills to calm myself down, don't go that much high, to use a puffer or stuff like that. But when I had a session with you, and when we were in the field, we asked the higher self about it. I feel, because my grandma, everybody in the generation before me, they have this asthma. More than 7, 8 peoples, I can name them, and some of them they are not living in the earth. They went to the different life now. But I feel it. Everybody connected together, and that's a nice part. I heard when you imagine the pictures or something coming to you, the instantly all the symptoms gonna get released. And when I sitting down and we review my hypnotize and my progress with you for under the millisecond, I saw somehow believing like Indian peoples or some peoples in like Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure, under the tent parts, and everything burned out. It came right away and it's gone. And you don't believe it, when I came out from your home in the evening, because I said the energy was so much in me, I didn't have even enough capacity to hold it. But I feel my lung get way better. I don't feel the symptom. I don't feel I have that much allergy I had before. Yes, the next day I went to the dusty area. I started coughing, but I can tell you it's not yet longer than 2 hours. Somehow I cough and I back to the normal. It doesn't get higher. I need to use a puffer or something like that. I can tell you honestly, was amazing happened to me. Even with the millisecond I saw the picture of that, and I say, you know what, now I know what was the reason, and I feel it, the lung is back to the normal. I have no problem. I don't have any whistle in the lung when I'm breathing in the nighttime, and that's amazing. And still, when you come into the hypnotizement after that, you feel it, you know what, when you go, you are not sure what's going to happen, but when it's done and you know somehow the door get open, it's push you, you know what, now it's a new garden, it's open to me, I want to watch more and see what else is over there, and to expand myself. And I can tell you, when even I pray end of the night, I praying to my higher soul and my God and whoever is above my head, give me the opportunity and help me to me as a human, to go forward and get understand my spiritual parts more and more, and I can clean more karma from my life. And I know if the best advice is the love is true, and if I start to loving the others more than whatever I loved before, and I don't stop it, because sometimes you get tired, you do good, but you see a lot of people answer you different way, And even now, after the session, I don't wait for their answer. Because before that, sometimes I say, you know what, I don't want the person to say thanks, but even don't say this word to me. But now, it doesn't matter. If they say thanks, they don't say thanks or whatever, I have to do this. And I have to keep my mind focused to help them. And some parts, when you look at the people, you get angry from them. The anger is changed completely after the session on me. And I feel it's not the anger. I have to look at it, you know what? The person is poor, need help because he make me angry or she's angry or he's angry because they need the help. It's not because they are bad or something, or I have to put myself down and understand and don't look at them, oh, they have to answer me good. But no, I do my parts, I help everybody, and I wish everybody go this way because I said it changed a lot. Somehow I can say the lead is open in front of you, and now you have a big field to go and explore. And that's amazing. That's really amazing. But I'm saying the time should come too, because a couple of years ago, I admitted my wife brought the books and talked about the reincarnation. I didn't believe it. I'm honest. When she talked about it, I say, you know what? Because my thoughts was coming from the religion part. Okay, you know what? We're gonna die. The soul gonna go up, gonna go heaven. If you do bad stuff, they're gonna take you to the hell. And you know all the story. We know everybody as a common they teach us. But now I feel, and I'm happy it's happened in this current life for me. The leads God's open, but I pray and I hope I can go all the way and understand a lot of stuff about myself and how can I be serve the peoples, serve my sisters, brothers, and whoever is around me, matter of the color, races, and the religion they believe. We are human, and that's a matter to me.
Wow, wonderful. So, what did you decide to do? Helping other people by practicing QHHT, you're saying?
Yes. At the same night, I back home, I registered for the online course.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. I registered for the online course, and every night I going home, I watch the videos, and it's really amazing. And I see and hear a lot of stuff. Somehow, some of them I know it from my heart, but some of them are new, and I know, you know what, that experience I had, maybe that was this. And it means I start to walking, I feel it, it's a big garden and the door got open, and I start walking in it. But still, I feel I'm a baby. I need a lot of steps to go forward and understand a lot of stuff. And one of the big help was from you. I appreciate it for that. All the advice, whatever you put down for me, that's helped me a lot. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. We are here to help each other, remember?
Absolutely. You're right.
Okay,
That's right.
I'm just wondering, how are you going to spend or invest your time for construction, your family, and this QHHT work? I'm just puzzled. You have a plan?
Yeah. The plan for now is I'm going to finish my online courses. As the regulation we have with the dollar scanning, we need to do some practice. Then we can apply for the second level or keep the practicing as a level 1. My plan is to become a practitioner that parts and start to help the people's spiritual parts if I can. In the same time, the other plan I have beside that, it's to, for the company I have, actually already I started to collect all the information and paperwork to do the apply for the Tyrion exam and the Tyrion license, because it needed a lot of paperwork to be ready. And after the COVID, some regulation changed. They went under the another government parts, and it's I make all of them ready. And in the same time, from the May, my actual plumbing course gonna be a start. And I believe before end of the 2021, I'm gonna be ready. And if I'm not sure, but if the God give me enough time and my contract not be done before 2021, in 2020, hopefully I can announce it. You know what? Now we are a company, we can build because all the paperwork and everything and all the stone is off our pathway, and we looking for an investor. But in the meantime, if somebody like to invest in the company and coming and practice with us, and because I know when the people's coming from the different countries, sometimes they want to find a field, they want to invest the money on it. Me and my company, we are open to sit down with them, talk with them, and if they find out everything is good for them and they wants to invest and they wants to coming in this field, that's a good start. And everything we can take it on the paperwork to make it legal and according to the Canadian standards, and we can start it earlier. But as my own and keep going this way, I see 2021 is preparation time. We can start some practice on the construction as the builders, because I said as a one single house, we can build no problem as a homeowner if they want to build. But to look at it as a like a factory type, to build one after one after one after one to serve more peoples, it's going to start in 2022. It means from the next year. But this year we are open to do whatever the people wants, and even if they want to build a smaller house and more economy, we do that. We had actually we have some plans to use the solar system in their house or on the roof, or depend on the design they want. In the same time, we can use we can use a wind and windmills to produce the energy, because the most important now in construction in this field, you can produce and use the energy, but the most important part, how you store it, and the storage of the energy, that's somehow make it a little bit harder. But it's very easy and possible, and we can work for all of that. In the same time, personally, I like type of the greenhouses. We can do we can run pipes under the ground and under the floors, and with a very low heat, we can warm up the house. It's a lot of way to make the house efficient and use less energy and keep it more green.
Wow, fantastic. So until you are ready to build the mass numbers of it, maybe you can look into the renovations as well?
Yes, that's part of that one too. We can do the renovation too, and we can upgrade the houses, because in the same time, we can usually when the houses is over there, the people can upgrade it and optimize it very good if they want for because in Canada, the challenging part is the winter, long winter,
Yes.
and the house should be very good insulated and save the energy. And in the same time, we keep the costs down.
Yes.
Because the older version building is a difference, but nowadays is a difference. But it's a lot of styles and technology help the human beings to make way more efficient houses.
Wonderful. So is there anything else that would you like to share more about?
I gonna say about it only not much. It means I want only whoever listen this video, if they don't believe the spiritual parts, it's true. They should listen their hearts. They should put everything extra side, and they do the meditation. We have YouTubes. They can use a lot of meditation musics over there and sit, and they became calm, and somehow the life gonna get changed. And if they have some issues, I believe that's a great help to coming to the specialist, because sometimes, and from the videos and whatever the people's out there, and as a reality, you see sometimes the medical system couldn't do much about the people's. It means the stuff is go so advanced, the knowledge is not good enough to catch it up. Only they can make the pain less and the people suffer less. But this energy coming down, it's something can fix everything. That's amazing. That's a reason I think in a one point, if we go to the area, we don't have any farther way, it's not bad. We back up a little bit and ask somebody same as you, the peoples out there, they helping to peoples for the spiritual parts. Because when we back to the mother, and whoever create us as like a parents, they will take care of us, and the body build the way they can heal itself very fast. But we have to believe it, and maybe at first we need somebody guide us and point it one point to the other points and get the direction. But it's amazing, I can tell that. And it's, to me, the biggest change happened to me. It's make me very calm. I can say the life is changing my eyes completely.
Wow, beautiful, Reza. I'm so happy to hear that you are feeling calmer, happier, content, ready to serve every other human being. Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Soonja.
To build a small houses, that's great. And I hope that you get lots of investors flock to you and you'll be able to accomplish your dream in a very fast fashion way.
Yes.
Anything else?
Thank you so much.
And
that's it. Thanks. I wish health and happiness for everybody, all the human beings. And I wish this, whatever we're suffering now from it, everything get disappear and the pure peace back to everybody on the earth.
Very nice of you to say so for everybody. And I thank you for investing the time to share your experience and your dream of building small houses. That's very nice of you, Reza.
You are welcome, Soonja. And thanks for the time too. And hopefully next interview be by the time I say, you know what, finally it's to start rolling and everything and start to happen in reality. But I believe it's gonna happen. Thanks for everything and appreciate it for the time.
You're welcome. They told you to build a house, right?
Yes.
So we have to follow whatever the advice is, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And I am sure that the investors are going to be ready for you to move ahead of your dream. And
absolutely, yes. And I'm happy I can serve the people. Thank you so much for the time you put for me.
Very
I appreciate it for everything and all the supports.
Thank you, Reza, and
thank you.
Have a great week and talk to you later.
Same to you. Bye. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.